What is going on, everybody? It's out to WNC Angling Adventures, and we are coming at you again from one of our kayaks. We're out here on a little higher elevation reservoir. We're going to be kayaking around trying to catch some largemouth bass today. As far as I know, that's mostly what's in here. I'm sure there's some panfish and stuff like that too, but we're going to be going after some bass today. We've got a mag draft ready to rock and roll here, and we also might, depending on what the wind does, we might try some more finesse style stuff as well. But we're gonna see what we can do. I keep coming back to these things trying to see if the water's warmed up enough yet that it's fishing decent. Up until now, that hasn't really been the case, but it's been super warm these past 3 or 4 days. So I'm hoping that the water temperatures have creeped up enough that it's got some of these fish a little bit more active, and hopefully looking for some bigger meals to pack on the pounds here in the upcoming respawn. So stay tuned. We're going to see what we can do. We've got a lot of interesting cover, trees, stuff like that to work. So we'll see what we can do. All right, we're going to cruise around and throw this big old mag draft at, that's actually not the big one, it's a mag draft 6. We're going to throw this mag draft at some of this wood. If we catch something on the 6, we might graduate to the 8. But I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. We got a lot of downed wood. More or less just going to try to kind of ride with the wind here. I would like to catch a nice largemouth though. I don't know if my eyes are playing tricks on me, if I had one follow it there. Probably tricks, but a man can hope. So far, we've covered a lot of lake. And Operation Mag Draft has not gotten us a bite yet, but we're staying strong. We've got a lot more real estate. We're just gonna try to stick to our guns, and hopefully it'll all pay off eventually. I really just want to get one good fish. This is the kind of stuff that you can come to in the summertime and just throw a Cinco at all these logs and, you know, really wear them out. Well, to start, we got to start on our mag draft journey. Not really what we were after, size-wise, but there's one, and I will not complain. No blanks. It's about not the craziest size differential between bait and fish, but we caught a fish. That one was fooling with it a little bit. That's the thing with the big baits, though, is you just have to lock them in your hand to start getting confidence with them. It's not something you can throw for just 5 minutes and expect to see results unless you're incredibly lucky. There's definitely some fish feeding back here. This is like the shallowest flat you could imagine. And I had one eat the mag draft, but I just don't know if they're mag draft candidates. So we might have to get a little weird with it. I'm not sure what that looks like yet. I don't know. Yeah, like right there. And of course, I don't have my topwater box. Yeah, it could just be bluegill. I have no idea. It's definitely fish. So I might have to go like a Cinco or something. Oh, there's fish. There we go. Or we can just run this gilly. Come on, you're not that big. Or we can just run this gilly. Ironically, I believe that's bigger than the fish I caught on the mag draft. Yeah, I mean, it's an LMB. Asshole. And there's a bunch back here, so this might be, we might be putting the mag draft situation on hold. Which I have been wanting to try this gilly out anyway, so like I'm not mad. I've come to find that things very rarely go according to plan anyway, so if they'll eat the gilly, I'm all in. They are sitting dirt freaking shallow. I imagine this helicopter is going to magically appear here next to this power line shortly. Oh, there it is right there. Their giant saw. The eternal saw of doom over my head. I really love that. Having a Final Fantasy moment here. Final Fantasy, Final Destination. That's what it is, Final Destination. Giant saw. And it's about to start raining again too. It must be a WNC Angling Adventures video. By a helicopter right now. Well, so much for my little peaceful YouTube video in the middle of nowhere, I guess. But we're still getting after it. Okay, I think the helicopter left. I was starting to think it was following me there for a second. I think we're back. I had to vacate where I was getting on the fish because I was afraid that tree trimmings were going to descend upon my noggin, but we'll go back there in a minute. Well, we've switched tactics a little bit because the wind picked up and I broke my drop shot off on a tree, and now I am just throwing a weightless robo worm. We got it hooked weedless and we're just snapping it. And it's been getting 8, just like that. The Senko season might be upon us. Might be upon us. There goes largemouth. Cool. Are we having fun yet? There's been a cluster of fish every time I fish this, seemingly, except for when the helicopter's over. I didn't like the helicopter that much. It's an experiment because I got another one follow it right there. I just didn't leave it in the water long enough. I don't really use this. This is the Morning Dawn color, and I don't use this one a lot. But I might start if they're gonna eat it like that. This has definitely garnered some interest. There's another one. It's definitely garnering some interest out of the largies. You're barely hooked, son. You might have to shake off of that. You're gonna hook me is what's gonna happen. You are barely hooked. Alright, so there's a bunch of fish there along those rocks. Little guy. I'm not complaining. Didn't really not greedy. I'd love to catch a bigger largemouth, but as long as I'm catching some fish, that means that the fishing in these high elevation lakes is starting to come alive for the season. So I can't complain. Having fun. There were a bunch of fish eating on the surface back here earlier, so I'm hoping that there's still some at least around. In this really shallow water. Just one. Come on. Come on. Not too big, but still fun. Still fun. This might turn into a dink fest, but it's better than a blank fest. Oh, there was one. I do love the sound of a nice spring peeper. Oh, there's a fish. There's a fish. We on. Hold on, you got some hook marks in you already. More of the same. More of the same. We've got the numbers game figured out. And this seems to be the spot. There's one. Oh. Just drank a lot of that water that time. Hold on. Well, there's one. And I will say, for as small as they are, they do fight. And I can't really hate. I followed it for a second. I might be figuring out the game. Oh, we come off. Dang it. Still following. I'll follow it a good long ways. I think maybe we will go on up the lake a bit more again. Try to hit some trees now that we're running weedless. See if we can't yank anything out. Well, I was paddling back up and I was looking at some of this shady, steeper bank with all these trees on it. And sure enough, there was a fish there. And there's probably going to be more. I hope. This is taking me back to my roots. This is how I grew up fishing. I'm loving it. I'm loving the Senko game. It's not definitely not a big fish kind of deal, but it's just fun. You know, the big fish are nice. But really, we're just out here trying to have fun. So I'm just happy that these Highland reservoirs are starting to fish, because up until this point, it had been a grind. But it sure is beautiful out here. Now that damn helicopter's gone, very quiet. Well, y'all, it looks like I've about worn out my welcome here. Starting to lose the sun anyways, but it was a good day. Everything went through worked. Beautiful weather, very interesting as far as helicopters and things like that are concerned, but it was a good day, a lot of fun. Caught quite a few fish, even though they're all small. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, comment. If you are interested in doing something like this yourself, check us out online at WNCAnglingAdventures.com. And I think this is going to be a little bit of a series. We're going to really start beating down some of these Highland reservoirs. So stay tuned for the next one. It should be coming out within a week or so. And until next time, we'll see you.